Does having a kind heart make one a good nurse? Or passing the licensing exams with distinctions does? Well, hopefully we'll find the answers to these questions after the break. Vera Asamoah is a newbie as a nurse. She recently passed her licensing exams and finished her rotation. While waiting for the government to employ her, she found herself a part-time job in the private hospital just to keep herself active and earn a living. She's a smart and a beautiful young lady with so much ambition, and she's here to share her story on the life of a nursing student. But before we start this inspiriting session, I'd like to take a quick break. I'm Rina, and I'll be right back. Health in the Spotlight is proudly sponsored by Rina's Couture, designing clothing that suit your taste, giving you a chance to be you. H.I.T.S Ultra Sanitary Pad. It's organic, super absorbent, and safe for every lady to use. A very big thank you to Star Bites, the airport branch. Guys, it's a lovely place. Come meet, eat, and drink. Welcome back, viewers. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but the purpose of the Lord will always prevail. Proverbs 19:21. Growing up, she always told her peers and her family that she wanted to be a lawyer. But along the way, she found herself drifting onto the path of nursing. Although choosing this path came with its own challenges, her mind was made up and she pushed herself to be the nurse that she is today. Asavee, as she preferred to be called, is here with me today to share her story on the life of a nursing student. Hi, Asavee.
Hi.
Welcome to Health in the Spotlight.
Thank you.
And I hope you're doing well.
Doing very well.
So tell us, how was growing up like to you?
Okay, growing up was a learning curve for me.
Okay.
Yes, I learned the essence of humility, respect, and showing gratitude to people. I come from a family where we place so much focus on respecting the people around us, and my mom taught me the need to be hardworking and the essence of sacrifice. Had it not been her sacrifice, I wouldn't have been here today.
Wow.
Yes.
Then thanks to your mom.
Yes.
But I remember you telling me that you've always told your peers and your family as a child that you're just going to be a lawyer. So
Yes.
at what point in your life did you know that you love nursing and you wanted to be a nurse?
Okay, that's after high school.
Okay.
After high school, I was looking for an avenue, one, that will help me to show gratitude, compassion, and care for others. And two, a job that is very stable. Yes, and naturally, I like caring for people. I like caring for people. And my mom being a nurse kind of inspired is because I realized that the work she was doing, she's doing it like as a passion. She was showing so much passion for it. Yes, so she kind of inspired
you.
Yes, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you finished senior high school, you did your research and realized that nursing is what you wanted to do.
Yes.
How did you go about it? What's the process like for you to?
Okay, first I had to pass my WASI exams. Then later I bought the forms. I applied. They picked me. They called me for interview. I went through the interview process and I was called, but it was late. I had a late admission.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, how come you had late admission?
I think it was in badges. I was part of the last batch.
The last batch.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
when you went for the interview, and I know definitely you make friends and all that,
Yes,
and you
yes.
heard people were being called and all that. And
Yes.
you didn't get any call or you didn't hear from them. How are you feeling?
I don't know, but I was so just I cried.
Oh.
I cried like 3 days. I wasn't
3
talking
days?
Yes, I wasn't talking to anyone. I cried. But I think one Monday morning, my mom called that, they thought I've had admissions and I didn't eat. I didn't feel like eating because the excitement was so great.
It's like you finally got what
Yes.
you've been waiting for.
Yes.
So would you say that having late admission affected you?
Yes, really.
How did that affect you?
Okay, I have to be at the back of the class.
Uh-huh.
It's first come, first served. Nursing training, like first come, first serve. And your first seat is your permanent seat until the class is changed. So I was at the back of the class that whole semester.
The entire semester?
Yes.
And how was it learning? And
they started, I think I got admissions 1 month after my colleagues were admitted. So they were far ahead of me. And I was sitting at the back. I have to strain my ears to listen to what the lecturer is saying. There are notes, there are things he's teaching, and there are foundations. Like they are two. That's the second point. And you are now trying to learn the first point, move to the second point, and all that. Yes.
It's going to really affect.
Yes.
But how did you catch up? How did you manage
to I have to stay back in class after school. I have to learn. I pick people's handouts, pick people's notes. I went for past questions for my seniors to learn. Once I was learning, I was solving the past questions too. So that really helped me to catch up.
Catch up really fast?
Yes, really fast.
But before you were applying for nursing job, you did have some expectations.
Yes.
What were some of your expectations before applying to be a nurse?
Okay, just like any other thing, we have expectations. That's like maybe after school, I'll get a stable job. And I didn't expect nursing to be that difficult. I thought it would be easy. Like I thought nursing would be easy.
Why did you think that way?
I don't really know, but I think it would be easy. But it was very stressful. Classes.
You didn't ask your mom?
Oh.
So you didn't have it easy at all. What specific things made it difficult for you?
Made it difficult for me. Okay, when I had my late admissions, I didn't stay on campus. I stayed outside campus. So moving from the private hostel to campus the road leading to the school is very terrible. It's on tarred road, and we wear our uniforms to class. So by the time you get to class, your shoes are brown, your uniforms are it's dirty, and you're uncomfortable sitting in class. You're very uncomfortable. Yes.
So looking at some of the challenges that you faced,
yes.
How would you say you overcame some of these challenges? The fact that you had late admission, and then the fact that you were staying off campus, and all those things that came your way. How did you manage to navigate and then encourage yourself to be able to complete the school successfully?
So for me, it was determination. And one thing I told myself was that no condition is permanent. And this is what I want. So let me fight and get it. And by the grace of God, had consistent hard work, not just hard work, consistent hard work. And by prayers, I was able to sail through.
You're able to sail through.
Yes.
Prayers always works.
Yes.
How long was the training?
It was 3 years. 3 years duration.
Oh, okay. And can you name some of the courses that you learned in school?
Yes, I think we did basic nursing, advanced nursing, anatomy 1, 2, and 3, sociology, psychology, psychiatry, medical nursing, surgical nursing.
Oh, okay.
And there are a lot of traditional medicine.
Are you guys taught how to care for patients? Is there a course on how to care for patients as a nurse?
There's basic nursing.
That's basic nursing. Oh,
yes,
okay.
You are taught how to talk to your patients. If you're about to carry out a procedure on them, you are asked to explain the procedure. Whatever you are coming to give to the patient, you explain to the patient, so you or she also have a fair idea on what you are coming to carry on them. Yes.
You are telling me that in school you are taught how to care, you are taught how to explain procedure to patients before you even do anything for your clients. But when we get to the ward, the nursing that is being practiced there is totally different from what you are telling me that you learned from school. So yes. What do you think leads to that kind of difference?
Okay. We are taught to be good, to be nice, to be caring. But when you come to the practicality, there are a lot of challenges on the ward. Mm-hmm. There are things you need to work with, but they are not there. Mm-hmm. maybe one nurse is to 10 patients or 15 patients on the ward. So imagine this one nurse giving medication within a period of time, try to explain this procedure, or this medication I'm giving you, these are the side effects. By the time you realize the time is fast.
She's a patient.
Yes. So I think these are challenges. So if we address it well, we will also work well. Yes.
So when you say address it well, who are the people that
maybe the government must provide things we must work with. They should employ a lot of nurses. So one nurse is to 10 patients.
It has to stop.
It has to stop. Let's at least one nurse is to 3 patients. One nurse is to 2 patients. Let's have a lot of nurses on the ward, and we can work effectively. Yes.
Talking about employment, I know you are unemployed. You finished nursing school.
Yes.
And when I say unemployed, like the government having employed,
yes,
you get
yes,
it here.
Yes.
And how is it like? How is the challenge of staying home and not being employed by the government feels like?
Well,
even though you have a part-time job somewhere, but how is it affecting you?
Well, I have a job I'm doing at the moment, so it's not really affecting me. But let me speak for my colleagues that are at home. They are frustrated. You have planned your life. At this year, I'm done with my school. I'm done with my national service. In this month, in this year, I'll be employed. By next year, I have to upgrade myself. But you are home, money is not coming. There's nothing you can do
about it.
Yes, so it's very frustrating.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But have the government informed you people when they are going to employ you?
Yes. They said our portals will be open next week.
Your portals will be open next week.
Yes.
Okay, then hopefully you'll be able to get the job that you've been looking for.
And our expectations will be fulfilled.
I remember you telling me that you when you were in school you usually go to the ward to do practicals.
Yes.
And there was one time that an incident happened. And tell our viewers what exactly happened.
Okay, I think I was in 2016, first year, second semester.
All right.
Yes, I went for my practicals, end of semester practicals. Yes, like clinicals. Yes. So I happened to be in the case ward, and there was this man and his son. They were discharged, but they didn't have money to pay their bills. They didn't have money to buy their medications too. And as I didn't have money and all that.
Yeah.
And I remembered I was having 20 cedis on me, and I have to go home and pick that 20 cedis because where I was and where the hospital is was a walking distance. And that was the only 20 cedis I had at that time, but I had food. So I went for the 20 cedis and got the medications for the child. Yes, because the child is on the ward and doesn't have money to buy medications. So I think even though he's in the ward, he should be on the medications so he can recover quickly. Yes.
So you actually gave your 20 cedis to this kid?
Yes.
How did the father react to this?
Oh, he was so happy. And I can't remember, he gave me this scripture, Acts chapter 3 verse 6, that silver and gold I don't have, but such as I give. And I was so happy I touched a life with just 20 cedis. Yes.
Viewers, you've heard Asavee. You need to be kind. In as much as you are taking care of clients and you are being paid, sometimes you just need to put yourself in their shoes and just try and be kind to your patients. I would like to continue, but I have to take a quick break. Please stay tuned. I'll be right back. Health in the Spotlight is proudly sponsored by Rina's Couture. Designing clothing that suit your taste, giving you a chance to be you. H.I.T.S Ultra Sanitary Pad. It's organic, super absorbent, and safe for every lady to use. A very big thank you to Star Bites, the airport branch. Guys, it's a lovely place. Come meet, eat, and drink. podcast viewers. And I would like to say a very big thank you to Wisconsin International University for sponsoring this whole segment on Health in the Spotlight. I'm still here with Asavee, and we're going to continue her story. Asavee, right before the break, you told us about an act of kindness that you did for a kid. Now tell us how that made you feel. Aside the fact that you had scriptures from the Father, how did that make you feel?
Oh, I was very happy that I touched a life. In fact, I felt this satisfaction and I was fulfilled that I was able to touch a life.
Right.
Yes.
What do you think inspired you to do that?
I think like naturally I care for people. I hate it seeing people in need. So if I'm in the position to help, I help.
You help.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think that's what makes you a good nurse.
Yes.
Yeah. And after this whole act of kindness, you did take it more. You didn't just stop there.
No.
How did you take it further?
I think we have now developed into an NGO, a foundation.
Okay.
But yet to be legally registered.
Oh, okay.
Asavee Foundation.
All right.
But now we are doing it like as an individual. It's coming from our coffers, the little that we have. Yeah.
So you have a team of how
yes,
many people?
I have a team of 4.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have a team of 4.
So with Asavee Foundation, what's the vision for this foundation?
Okay, we want to see every needy child smile.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you intend to do that?
Through benevolence, giving to them what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But when you say needy children, are you talking about just those that will come to you in the hospital, or you are looking at needy children that you will find on the streets, or?
Yes, needy children I'll find anywhere. Anywhere, not just the hospital, but anywhere.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
So currently, have you already started things that you are doing for needy kids, or?
Yes. So I think last year, December, we did a donation to Osudoku District Hospital, their kids ward.
Right.
We spent a memorable Christmas day with the kids on the ward. Yes.
And how was the experience like?
Oh, they were happy. Their mothers were happy. The kids were happy. They felt like they were at home. They didn't feel like they are in the hospital
at all.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's nice.
Yes.
Well, talking about employment, I know it's very, very important because the costs involved to go to school and to come back and sit home and not have a job, it's very, very frustrating.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Tell us about the process of getting a job in Ghana Health Service.
Okay, I learned they'll open the portal, then you enter your informations, you choose the agency, whether you want child, you want Ghana Health Service. Then after that, they post you to
where they want.
You will be asked to choose a region, but you might not get that region. You might be sent to a different place where there is need.
Are you looking forward to being posted anywhere?
Anywhere.
And are you ready to go?
Yes, anywhere.
Anywhere that like the place you have never thought of. If they take you there, will you go?
I'm praying in line with God. So wherever He takes me to, His purpose and will be fulfilled.
Will be fulfilled.
Yes.
That's a good spirit.
Yes.
That's a good spirit. So would you say when you look at nursing, would you say it's a ministry or it's a profession?
For nursing, I'll say it's a ministry.
And why would you say that?
Okay, a ministry is like or something or someone through which something is achieved. And one thing Jesus said is that the enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy. But Jesus Christ said He came to give life. And we are helping God to sustain that life. Mm-hmm. Yes, and He also said in 2 Corinthians 4:7 that, that He has His hidden treasure in earthen vessels, and we are earthen vessels. And one of the treasures of God is the gift of healing. And He has embedded this gift in us. And we are using this to save the life of people. So I think it's a ministry.
It's a ministry.
Yes.
What makes someone a good nurse?
A good nurse is, first of all, a human.
Must be human.
Must be human.
Yes.
Yes. They have their flaws. they have their expectations and they have their limitations.
Okay.
They are not superhumans. They are not supernatural beings. So I think a nurse or a good nurse is someone who understands their practice, who knows that patients are their paramount reason why they are there, and who sees nursing as part of them, but not just as a means of earning a living. Yes. And give it their all.
They should give it their all. Okay,
Yes.
that's nice. That's nice. I appreciate you talking to us, Asavee. Honestly, let me tell you, I just getting started. Okay, just keep doing this good thing, and great things will follow you. Okay, and to our viewers, I'd like to say a very big thank you for staying on and watching to the end of the episode. Please share, click, and subscribe. I'm Rina, and thanks for listening.